Welcome back to Baking for Fun. Today we're going to be making homemade chocolate brownies. You're going to be needing some butter. This is 3/4 of a cup of butter, and we melted it in the microwave. You're also going to be needing some baking cocoa powder, and this is 3/4 of a cup. You're going to be needing some white granulated sugar, and this is 2 1/4 cup of sugar, of white granulated sugar. Also, you're going to be needing 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. You're going to be needing a large spoon. It can be plastic or a wooden spoon, whatever you want to use. An electric hand mixer, like this. If you have a bowl mixer, you can also use that. A large bowl to mix all your ingredients in. And a 9x9 square inch pan. Alright, before getting started, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, in your large bowl, you're going to take your melted butter, put that in the bowl, and add your baking cocoa in a little bit at a time. And I'm going to mix that with my large spoon. So just add a little bit at a time, wait till everything is basically wet, and then just add more until you added all the baking cocoa. Once you have mixed all the cocoa and butter together, you're going to add all of your sugar, your white sugar, and your vanilla extract. Once your cocoa, sugar, and vanilla is all combined, you're going to have this really thick, almost like paste, and it's going to be very chocolatey and very sweet. So then you're going to add your eggs, and you're going to mix this with an electric beater, a hand mixer or a bowl mixer. And you're going to add 1 egg at a time, mix it until it's fully combined with the paste, and then add the other one and continue that until all the eggs are added. And then when all the eggs are added, you're going to take your flour. You're going to put your salt and your baking powder in it, and that's going to be your kind of flour mixture, and you're going to just mix that a little bit together. And then you're going to add a little bit of this into this wet mixture, a little bit at a time until everything is blended, and we're going to come back and show you what it all looks like. Alright, so we combined everything together. This is what it should look like. It's a really thick batter. Make sure you scrape off everything on the sides of the bowl. And then you're going to put it in this 9x9 square inch pan. And we're going to come back when we have it in the pan. Alright, so make sure you grease the pan before putting the mixture in it. You can grease it with some cooking spray or some butter or margarine and lightly grease the pan. And now I poured the mixture into the pan, and I'm just going to flatten it out a bit. Just want it evenly flattened. Okay. And we're going to put this in a 375 oven, and it's going to bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. And we'll come back to show you the end result. It was in the oven for about 30 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and we took it out. You know when it's ready when there's a sort of crust over it and you press down on it and nothing kind of comes out, no dough or batter comes out. And so we kind of just let it cool on a cooling rack, and then we're going to cut it. You can probably cut it as big or as small as you want. We're probably going to make it's probably me cut 3 by 3, so we'll get about 9 pieces. But you can cut them a lot smaller or a lot bigger, whatever you like. So we're going to put pictures at the end of the video. And also, if you wanted to garnish the brownie, you can use some whipped cream. We actually have a whipped cream recipe that we will link in the description box, and you guys can check that out. Also, if you like these videos, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.